I'm tempted to be generous soon. We'll just take what we get for now. Really? No Kickstarter pilots? I've got one. I've got Ari. I have had a couple of others, but they haven't been all that wonderful. Alright, that should give us... There we go. So I've got Ari here. Yeah, we're down for that. I did see there's another training module upgrade as well. I haven't quite looked at it, but if it gives you something like 60k cap and 40 experience a day, then you're probably pretty good off hiring a few more people to just sit there. I mean, I just took the cheapest I could take and then let him train. Buckle up, Commander. 2 heavy lancers. This is going to be tough. Is that your professional opinion, my friend? That it's 2 heavy lancers? On a 2.5 skull? I just did a 4.
Command interface initiated.
And we're dropping in the corner. Alright, if I believe him and it's going to be 2 heavy lancers here, we're probably going to look for this map. We're probably going to look for something we can sort of be fairly tanky in. We'll take mineral fields for the frontliners. Mineral fields are great to bulwark in. They give you the negative bonus, but the +4 plus bulwark is a lot better than the trees. By a mile, because you get nothing out of trees unless you fall over, whereas the mineral field just gives you a massive hit chance modifier for the enemy. You guys need to hang at the back. You're all in direct fire anyway, so shouldn't be too... I probably should have moved the Thunderbolt first. I think we're actually blocking pathing here. In fact, oh well. If I can take this mineral field here, I might. We'll see how far we have to sprint for it. The Zeus as a sprinter is a little scary. Any assaults that you're sprinting, because you know you're going to get shot well before you get a turn. Alright, I'm going to be a bit of a pest here. I think I'm going to move brace and then probably look to back up. Mineral fields are massive. Like if you can get a light into a mineral field with a full sprint of 6, it's really good for you. Not that we're using lights anymore, but if you were doing PvP and stuff, it makes it crazy to hit things. Especially, oh, you're not going to give me this, are you? Especially if you can get brace going. So we will fling you in here. We will get a move as well for you. We'll brace up. The firing out of it's not so bad. I mean, your pilots, most of your pilots have fairly good gunnery skill by the end. That's not going to be a sprint, my friend. I could even consider sitting on top of this, but I think there might be some vision coming in. I would prefer to be towards the back if I can. $60 tons. Who's going to be the medium? You, sir, isn't it? Oh. Oh, what is that? What is that sneaky move? Maybe I want to keep my LRM boats on the other side then if we've got some weird stuff going on here. Definitely going to reserve. This is not anything we want to shoot at just yet. We'll see what comes out of here. So 1 AC5 with no LRMs. That missed. AC. Yeah, the Midas. I mean, look at this thing. It's actually probably not a target we really want to shoot at, just considering how well he is in there. We're probably going to go on this vehicle. I definitely don't want that thing doing anything. And luckily it's actually in range. What are you, sir? Manticore. The Zeus this turn's going to back into this field and just brace. And I'm probably going to run you guys out of here. Shouldn't really matter what order I fire these guys in, but it will matter what order I move you in. That's not a happy move. Alright, let's move you. I'd say the Manticore has got a fair bit of front armor, right? Yeah, we're going to be really lucky if we kill him. What did I say this is? This is, what, 80 damage, 160... I'll probably get an AC5 shot out of the dragon. Wait, it's not a dragon anymore, is it? God, I forgot what my own mechs are. You still are a dragon. We should get an AC5 shot out of this. Are we really going to have to inch that far forward? There's no vision. Hopefully he doesn't push too far forward. Still going to be lucky if we kill the Manticore in one go. Is this going to be a PPC shot for the Zeus? Oh, that's not bad. Not bad at all. And I did say I wanted to keep this man out of the fight. Actually, yeah, man, he's ground that pretty well. Moving a brace. I would prefer this spot if you want to give it to me. Yeah, that's not good. Yes. So the way tactics work is the higher they are, then so it goes from being a triangle to tonnage to name, right? And if you have garbage tactic skills, you're only going to see those weird triangles. You're going to have no idea what they are. If you have fairly decent skills, you're going to have at least the tonnage out of it. I can't remember if top... I don't think top skills gives you the name. It only gives you tonnage. But it stops it from being a weird triangle, right? Actually, no, it goes from... Sorry, it goes from triangle to just a description that it's a mech or a vehicle, and then to tonnage. If I remember correctly. I might not be remembering correctly. I know it definitely upgrades what you know about the target at least. We'll reserve in. This guy is going to do whatever he wants to do. I mean, it's not... I guess it's kind of important to know what is hanging around at the back. This is where memorizing mechs is a banana skill, right? But there's just so much to memorize of what weapon fires at what tonnage and stuff that you're probably better off with a book just about. So we're definitely going to finish off the Manti. And then this Cicada will probably move in and garbage up his evasion if we're lucky. It's at least nice to know if it's a vehicle or a mech, for starters. I can't remember what level you get that at. But, having a decent idea of what it is. Alright, so we're going to back up. This cicada does have vision on us. This hill should provide us some nice... Yeah, I found in the beta I could at least memorize mechs, but now there's just so many that I don't know how I'm gonna do. So we've got 4 mediums and this manti. It's not the heaviest of lances I was expecting. We still need a lot of splash on this guy. And it's coming in from the side. I'm not convinced. Yes. Alright, I'm convinced. Okay. No vision. I'm actually not tempted to push into this guy. 4 evasion plus a brace. I mean, if we look at this, 45s, I feel like that might just be a waste of my Vigi. This guy's probably still going to move. If he doesn't move, he's dead meat. He'll probably move to somewhere over here. So I'm happy to just take a bit of a stroll forward and a brace instead of a Vigi for this. I could corner the dude and fire, but 45s. You're doing half damage, half your stuff might hit. And he's just going to hop onto what looks like rough terrain. And 1 evasion. I'd much rather wait for that. I could even... I can't knock him in 1 turn. I'm tempted to fire both into this. And maybe force one of these to come in. So we fire, they get to go, you know, all the mediums get to do everything. So we'll just wait in. Alright, you're going to come in anyway. How much evasion did you get? 2? 3? 2. Is this just a bunch of Wolverines back here? It's a swarm of Wolverines. Alright, let's have a look at what we can do. Hello, you want to give me my turn? Blackjack? Alright. So you are 50 damage at the most. You're about 80-ish. Blackjack's probably not going to come in. I'm tempted to clear this guy since he has the least amount of armor and is a slight pest with the PPC. Plus he's on rough terrain. And then we go on the Wolverine. Blackjack's not too scary. If it had been a trebuchet or something, I'd consider it. But Blackjack's not so bad. We'll drop in everything you got. We'll knock him. Get some sort of center torso shot into him. We do have a heavy coming in. And this Orion might need to consider moving. We'll see in a sec. He's looking pretty. We might start rotating this a little. That AC-10 is not wanting to take a whole lot of abuse. So we'll knock you. Center torso. Then Ari will probably move. And we'll see how we go. phase does that push you into? You're in my heavy phase, right? I could ignore this guy and cold shot with these two and actually fire my front weapons in here, but we'll probably just wipe him anyway. I'm tempted for a move like this. Although we might just chill where we are actually. We might move next turn. Start using that AC. You my man. What do we want to do? AC 10. Come on. We'll reserve down for a sec. Can you actually fire? So we might have to Vigi forward, blast this guy. I would like to stay on the rocks, on the minerals, but it's not. Looks like it's not going to happen. I could move you. $60 damage to the torso is not enough to kill him. I do want to stay on these. It's not giving me the nice. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna move with you first. It might block vision here. We could multi-shot sideways on a lot of this. This is gonna be gruesome in here though. Real gruesome. It's a lot of incoming damage. I know it's not much off each mech, but it's still a lot per turn. I'd rather keep to this. Can I double Vigi here? So I can double Vigi. Do you from here? The only problem is from here we can't fire on this. I do get a turn before him with the LRM boats. So I could clear him with the LRM boats and fire everybody else. Alright, we're going to swap positions, I think. So you, sir, are going to back and fire with a Vigi. We're going to rotate the Zeus in. Oh, did I just lose that? The Zeus should hopefully have that. We'll see in a sec. Nice miss. Rotate you in. Vigi with you. You can. So there's two types of multiplayer. There's a checkbox, right? You can either, yeah, we'll go all in with this. You can either pick that you run stock, or you can run non-stock, which is just mech lab craziness, right? I know you can save lance fits. I was playing around a little last night to see if I could work out things that I might want to run. And probably keen to just shoot this guy. So I know you can save lances. I haven't tried saving my mech lab crazy Frankenstein mechs just yet, but you can definitely run whatever you want. I shot that guy because he was going to jump out, right? So we kind of want to get some shots before he does his whole I've got a whole lot of evasion move. There's a fair few people already queuing, I saw. So that should drop their vision unless this guy's got a viewfinder. So we'll see if somebody else wants to come in now. Shadowhawk's going to give us a bit. I actually forgot to rotate this guy correctly, but he'll have to do. So it's going to be a bit of a bust turn, because a lot of these guys are doing jumps into us. Comes the blackjack. Man, that's crazy, sir. I don't know why you'd bring the blackjack in. We could probably rip a fair chunk out of the blackjack. He's got fairly nice armor on him. It's probably the weakest out of everything here. We could shred evasion here. We'll back up a little, because these guys are coming in. I did say I wanted to take this hill. Could do something like... Yes, it's not... I don't think it's worth it just yet to move there. In fact, we might... No, we'll stand and deliver from back here. I just want to back up because they don't have... At least the dragon doesn't have a lot of armor. I don't trust these guys to get on top of me. Make life difficult for you. That's all your evasion, so we should have a good time of firing in. This mineral field's going to do a lot of work for us here. I mean, it's basically like we're... it's basically like we're just sprinting around on this thing. Which is brilliant. AC 20, if we hit here, we're not going to quite rip. We're going to do a fair bit of damage to this guy. Oh, to the torso. Poor guy. So what are we down? We're down 30% off one and a fourth off the other. Okay, so he's coming in. Just gonna drop everything I can on that blackjack. Actually, can you fire in on the blackjack? Because that would be a great called shot for you. You're most likely to kill this guy. We need the AC plus a laser to hit, or a whole bunch of spam, really, from the SRMs. I'm down for using a lot of heat. Cool. So we'll probably reserve Decker then. What kind of targets are we looking at? One evasion plus the mineral field, right? Mm-hmm. Plus you're on rubble. I could consider the 70 ton if he doesn't want to move off that rubble. Yeah, that's a tad scary. Ooh. Injury ignored, thank you. 4 evasion is terrible to shoot at. We're going to reserve once more. If this guy sits on this rubble, then he's probably a good target here. And Grasshopper, hello. They're closing in pretty nastily here. 3 evasion. He's still affected by the rough terrain though. So probably good to go in on that. So it would be something like Decker first. So vision is doing us no favors though. I might just have to sit and tank, even if they do have vision. 55s, we get him down. He does take a whole lot of rough terrain damage. So it should get him unsteady at least. Which he'll drop his evasion. Come on, there we go. Now he's boned there. Because he's going to get knocked from this. And then it's going to be called shots with everyone else. It's actually worse for him because he gets pushed into the assault phase, right? So now everyone's just going to have a go at this guy. These guys pushing in is a little scary. I'm expecting a death from above any moment now. These guys are all braced. I'm tempted to try and grind bits off this man. But he's full health and we have very poor hit chances here. What do we... Arm wise, heat sinks, heat sinks, heat sinks, laser. Surely one of these has got... Where do you store your lasers? One there, one there. So we could blast 50 damage off him. I might be more inclined for the large laser though. Which is not on that side either. That is his ammo though. So he will stop firing the LRM-10 as well. We would have to hit with pretty much everything. At least the AC and the 2 lasers to get rid of that. It's going to be a hard ask. Even harder if we miss. Missing's not doing us any fun stuff. We're getting hot though on the Zeus. It's a real shame there isn't a phase 0 to push assaults into. I know what I want to do, but I'm gonna probably reserve to let the mediums have a go. Just in case it changes anything. Because suddenly it could get ugly if these guys get into some weird positioning. For my LRM boats. That's okay, we're gonna have to rotate him though. I need fort armor to... And there it is. Oh! It's not as bad as I thought it would be. I thought it was gonna be a death from above. We're gonna have to get out of this now. I wish I had flamethrowers. I knew what I wanted to do till they threw that in. I just wanted to keep calling shots with everybody and then... Damn, I wish I'd actually gone for the CT on this now. We got a fair bit of Vigi though. I think we drop LRMs on this guy. And then we're gonna Vigi around to fix ourselves up. I'll take trees. Yeah, I'll take this. We're gonna start burning heat now. It's time to just get in on this. I could remain where I am. Still certain, yeah, it's pretty bad. We're just gonna have to burn that evasion down as best we can. Keep those trees at least. I'm not sold on back shots. Unless you can get multiple back shots, it's not great because you have to burn a lot of armor. And then if they just turn around, suddenly all that armor burn's gone for nothing. But all I want to do is get that evasion down. Maybe do some damage. So you're up next. We're looking to get him unsteady at least. We're just going to ignore the grasshopper. It's a real shame you can't move and punch even if you're in this correct spacing. Because this is a real bad punch right here. This is the only place I can punch from. I'd rotate for all of this. Which would pretty much wreck my life. I would like to stay in this. I suspect this guy is going to do something where he just walks behind us. So we're gonna... Oop, that's the wrong button. Can we... Come on. We're gonna let the grasshopper have his turn. While we're on the mineral field. At least we're getting the pluses there. He's gonna have a real bad time shooting things. He's got, what, +4 for standing up. Plus a whole lot of pluses for the mineral field. And he jumped into his own mineral field. Alright, cool. So that's good for us. I'll just take it now while I'm standing on this, because everyone's gonna probably move out of this. So we want you to knock him. Can we move somewhat like this? I wish I could stay on this. If this field was a little bit bigger, I would definitely stay on it. But we are a little stuffed. We'll drop everything on this man. Now we're a tad hot on this guy. It shouldn't be too bad. Back up. Vigi. Confirm. I could shred a leg. We'll probably just shred the torso. We're going to ease up on the... Come on. Fire my AC 20 at least. What can we get here? 100 damage versus... 125. What are you? Are you plus to what? Accuracy, I'll probably take versus... Yeah. We're going to be straight off this though. These guys get to fire in. Could probably clear the Wolverine. I'm just gonna have to ease up on the heat here. How are you doing? Okay, that's not bad. You, sir, could probably finish this guy. He won't get up till over here. So I'm more tempted to let these guys have a go before I do your move. Zeus is going to take a bit more damage now, since he's not on the mineral field. If I could, I would move him back in. Might be tempting to... Alright, what do we got? So I prefer... We have to do it now, I think. If I reserve, they have a go. It should be my go first. I do want to fire the dragon instead. I reserve, they have a go, it's my go. So it should be my go. So I want to go with the dragon to clear this guy. If I can. Behemoth. Kind of decent hit chances can you get here? What are you looking at? You're pretty good to just toast him, right? Yeah, from there, brace up. This should clear him off the board. Can we rotate a little though? I just don't trust these guys. Heat-wise, you're fine. Dump everything. I need this thing gone. The Zeus might need to start trying to get behind this hill. How bad off are you, my friend? You're not doing too bad. It's always funny, you forget that assaults have so much armor. I mean, he feels like he's taken an absolute beating. in these phases. I could think about a couple of move forwards onto this in a brace to get some heat back, so that we can then dump next turn. The grasshopper would be nice. I could even just risk full damage here. The Orion could probably take full damage. If we reserve before we do this, the grasshopper will fire. Where is the grasshopper gone? Oh, the grasshopper gone? Okay. Wasn't even paying attention to that. So I could move fire, risk the fact that... Can we get one evasion? At least, yeah. Fire on the grasshopper or you? See, it's a little bit of a waste. We would be doing half damage into this guy. Is there a shot into the side? There is not. You get to go in their phase, so I guess you at least get to brace again before too much happens to you. So I'll risk the damage. I probably won't risk the heat though. Should I just want to brace? Yeah, that's the only problem is I'm real scared of the DFA here. I'm going to brace on both of these. Just get back into the mineral field. We'll put the Zeus. I can't quite hide the Zeus. I could hide him here at least. I could hide him here actually. This guy's got no direct vision. These two need to chill. There's no point in me blasting this guy for half damage and then being able to do nothing next turn. He's probably... Oh, he's a defender though. He's not going to decamp from that, is he? That's not great. I would like to side hit him. You should have no vision, right? We're actually getting a little hot on Decker as well. I could just use this whole turn as a setup turn. If I dump in once... no. Brace will do nothing against melee. Brace, melee is actually the counter to brace, as well as sprinting as well. So the way it works is, as soon as somebody melees you, you lose brace. So see these guys sitting here? If the AI wanted to be a real horrible person to me, he could DFA in and then fire in everything. I would have no brace, I'd have no evasion and all that. It's actually really good in PvP. If you see something like this and you have the chance to punch it, plus be in a reasonable position, it kind of works out pretty well for you, because they expect the brace to eat all the damage, whereas suddenly it doesn't, right? I'm going to reserve all the way down to the end. Yeah, here we go. So now I'll lose my brace here, which means we're going to take full damage on the Zeus. That was a bit of a pest move, actually. I just need heat back on most of my guys. Could move in for... Actually, yeah, we could do that too. It's a little scary with the dragon. It doesn't matter if I reserve here. The Zeus is stuffed anyway, so... We'll reserve down. They're going to fire at the Zeus. I was expecting shots at the Zeus. Alright. Now we can just rumble these guys though. I could probably just punch from here with you. Remove the last of the evasion. Or we could drop him on the ground and probably just torso him, right? Let's have a look. We can't fire in the LRMs, which is most of our stability damage. Just go with Decker first. Hit him in the side. Behemoth, you actually need to back out of this. I don't have a good position for you though. This would swing me out of direct line of sight. They're probably going to jump forward with this grasshopper though. We'll face front armor. I'm shooting this guy in the back again. A lot of... A lot of times I'm not sold on back armor. People will see back armor and they'll be like, yeah, that's great, I can shoot him in the back, but you waste a fair bit on the back. Unless it's consecutive turns of back shots. This is actually going to cook us a bit too, isn't it? From memory. Could go for the punch. I'll probably go for the punch actually. Then we get to go with you at least after one of these. Should knock him, at least. And then 2 sets of called shots. Kill him off. I love how we're shining our light on him. We're like, this is the guy. Show him what for. This arm... Holy moly. Is something we don't want to get shot. We're gonna just give them something like this. The Wolverine might get a little angry. And try for us. Actually, how much structure we got here? 100. So we could core him. Alright, we're just going to get that arm right away. The Wolverine might go for our back. But we get a turn of just hosing this man. What are we looking at on these guys? So this guy, please no death them above. This guy is impossible to hit. I mean, he's not impossible, but it's just really bad chances there. You need to rotate forward, I guess. I didn't video with you. I could consider precision striking this guy. Push him into the heavy phase. I get to fire twice. Put him on the floor, put him into the assault phase. Could even go for the leg. It's a pretty desperate shot, that one though. You know what? Screw your leg, sir. Yeah. Alright, this man should be in heavy assault phase, right? So he should be in the assault phase now. Which only leaves the grasshopper to be able to do anything. How did you... Okay. Interesting. So what do we want to core you with? Probably you are our best chances. Let's have a look at what he's got. What is that? 145? We've got fairly good chances of coring this man straight out. Although we are running very hot. How much is this? This is 120... 180 if everything were to hit the center torso. SRM spread a little. I never like overheating in single player. Multiplayer, I would consider this. Straight up, I would just consider firing these. But in single player, I don't think it's worth it at all unless something's getting really desperate. I'm gonna reserve and let this guy go. There's not a whole lot I really want to do against... Oh, you really want to jump again? Well, at least he got out of the forest. The dragon definitely didn't enjoy that. That's why I didn't really want to put the dragon up front, but... 2 guys wailing on this man. Let's have a look. So we could shave most of the evasion. We could get him down to, what does a melee on this do? 60 stab? What do we need here? We need, so 60 exactly, right, to unsteady him? Who else is to go? Decker. Decker. We could fire in Decker first. Decker's most likely just unstable him anyway. What do you look like? You don't look happy, that's for sure. We'll back up. We'll drop in just the LRMs. Hopefully this should unstable him. The dragon can punch him on the ground. And then everyone else gets a turn of just blasting him. Yeah, there he goes. So now Behemoth just punches him. He should end up on the deck. You need to go down though. Alright, 95 to hit. Unless we have a really poor day, then we're gonna be okay. In fact, we're just gonna rip a leg off. Just for a little bit more of a nastiness. I could do cold shots on the leg. I think I'm got one piece of grasshopper. We're gonna have to torso twist again. Because this man is just following my arm here. AC-20 is our best bet of hitting this. A laser and a laser. I think we'll burn one laser here. And then next turn, if he's still on the floor... Actually, we don't get a next turn before he gets up. He'll get up before we get to fire the Zeus. So we'll burn that heat. You lad need to come around. You're just gonna expose yourself. I don't want to fire the LRMs if I can avoid it, because they will just go everywhere. So we'll turn off like this and we'll go like this. We need... Yeah, we won't kill him if we overdo this. Just need... Ooh, we need 2 hits out of a laser or 1 hit from the AC. And it looks like we shot him in the torso there. Alright, Decker. You got fairly good chances here. Can you move somewhere where you can have a go? Lasers over LRMs. Don't want blocked shots here. Not that it would matter too hard. Another round at this leg. Come on, Decker. Show us how it's done. Both of these need to hit. I feel like that wasn't... Oh, yikes. We're just shredding the poor man. Oh, okay. Can you get in a position to do this correctly? That's fairly good. Torso's still fairly functional. Turn off these. I could even go in with the LRM-5. How much damage are we talking? We're talking 50. It shouldn't be enough to overkill him. 95 plus 20. Yeah, it shouldn't be enough to overkill him. I hope. Alright, buddy, come on. Just need either this to hit or any of this stuff. Ooh, man. Jeez, we really took chunks out of him, though. Really took chunks out of that poor guy. So what was this? This was a 2.5. Interesting. Considering the 4.5 was probably not as bad. So I'm pretty sure we've already got one piece of a grasshopper. Either that or I didn't take it and I took the Zeus. I might have taken the Zeus instead. No hits. That was a little scary. I nearly lost that AC. Ooh, took a bit of damage there too. The dragon really shouldn't have been there. So grasshopper, grasshopper. Yo, grasshopper. Thank you. Alright, so we do have the grasshopper. Anything spectacular here besides the lasers? Doesn't look important at all. The laser is it. We've got an AC5. I've got plenty of nice AC5s on the side now. Pick up the Shadowhawk, I guess. Cool, we got ourselves a grasshopper. I'm tempted to make a melee grasshopper. Give him a bunch of flamers. Just for a bit of flavor, right? Actually, while I wait for that to load, I'll probably just take a quick toilet break. I don't know what I'm going to use a grasshopper for, but we'll see how we do with them. Because I think, from memory, he's not as... What are you, sir? You're a 70, so you could replace what here? What do you replace? You can't replace any of the front line. He might have to just be a flavor mech here that I take out for fun. Yeah, I think he just has to be a flavor mech. If he had maybe another missile slot, I could consider replacing the dragon. But for now, I might just keep him as something a bit of fun, right? We'll refit him while we travel though. I think I'll just refit him. I really want to just have some sort of crazy ass flamethrower mech. And he's got the support slots for it. And I think it would just be hilarious to burn things, right? We need support slots here. What will we dump for this? You got a large laser that can go. Definitely the LRM if you're going to be abusive at the front. So we've got... where's our support slot? So we take that. Take something like this. How many could we fit on this thing? 6? That's a crazy amount of flamethrowing. Something like this, this, and that. And then up his armor. 1, 2, 3, 4. How's this on average range has gone into the dump? We probably can get away with some of these going as well. If only you could fit... Oh, sorry, don't fit that. If only you could fit small lasers as a laser slot as well. I guess that would be horrendous though. Do I give him an SRM? I could give him... what's the size of a... Isn't this 2 slots? That's 1 slot. I could give him something like this. Oh, you don't want to fit? Come on. Although he's going to want his head slot for maybe equipment. If he had... Oh. Would it be insane to give him a TTS and then a bunch of small lasers? I'd like the flamethrower. Look, flavor weapons, right? We're just going to have some flamers here. I think I might be going a little too in on what I've got here, though. I'm tempted to remove this and just over armor him. Can't even over armor him. So we got already the max jump jets. What does this generate per turn? It's 30, 40. We definitely have the heat sinks for this. I could go with another heat sink. I wish I had my Black Knight. I could go with another heat sink and just leap everywhere, right? We could definitely... If we're leaping in for targets, might keep the back armor. I probably would like some leg armor, but we'll keep the back armor because I know what's going to happen. I'm probably just going to leap in and... So, I think I might be overdoing the heat sinks. We'll test them out. He can get done while we travel. We're going to need a few repair jobs anyway. I'm super happy with those reinforced cockpits though. They came in handy. I did see a few hits ignored. Which means our pilots will thank us for it. We'll manage these tasks. I don't need the grasshopper at the front. Something like that. It's pretty good for us. And now we look for some missions. Actually, I did say I was going to sell some junk and probably upgrade some stuff, right? I have a lot of chassis that I've kind of just sat on. Actually, speaking of which, is there any flamethrowers in here? Just you? Just you. Okay. I've been sitting on a lot of chassis. I have a habit of hoarding. I'm like one of those guys who gets a million health potions and never sells. I mean, I've even got doubles of these chassis. What is this? Centurion A? Sure. Dragon... Keep one. I'll keep the K. You never know. I might get excited one day to use the K. Griffins... we can sell... We might as well have a lot of money. Hunchback 4G. From memory, that's the AC one, right? Definitely selling the Locust. He's never seeing the light of day ever again. Panther can probably take it as well. Firestarter I'm probably going to keep. Just for that day I feel like burning somebody. Might keep everything else. Just have a few mechs, you know, just in case you ever feel like doing anything weird. So I need, pretty sure I need the Hab pod to get both of these. I did want to look at this though. Yeah, I need the Gamma pod for everything. Okay, so you still only get 30k. Be nice if they maybe pushed that out a little. But we've got to get our Gamma pod going.
Sure thing. It'll take a bit,
make us a little poor. So I need the gamma pod so that I can get the med bay, so that everyone can be a little happier. Probably go grave robbing now. 27 days. Should be alright. Have I got mechs that are sitting in the wrong spot? I kept the grasshopper. Was there anything else? No, we're good. We're good. Hey guys, thanks again for watching. If you like what you've seen, hit that subscribe button or leave me a comment on anything you want to see in the future.